What is up, chat? Today we're in Meridian, Mississippi. Today's headliner is the U.S. Navy Blue Angels, but we have a lot of other special stuff comprised for you today, along with the F-35B, Aviate Harriers, and the F-22 Raptor with flares. Right now, people are kind of angry because this air show was kind of hard to get into. I've been here since 7 a.m. It is currently 11:23. There's only one way in this air show, so a lot of people are having troubles getting in, the long lines. A lot of people yesterday didn't even make it in here. But it's their first air show, I think, in 15 years, so I'm quite excited for it. We got a great spot, and we have a lot to go see over here, a lot of statics. So let's go look at them. It's currently 8:09 a.m. Gates open in less than an hour. So there's the gate right up there. Here's me. And then look at this line. Man, this is crazy. So here's the general admissions area. And this area right here, I got in here about 9:30 when they opened gates. And this was already looking just like this. So as you can see, this air show is packed out. And a lot more people are definitely coming out today. This is my first time actually seeing this aircraft in person. I've never seen it outside of movies. They're quite big. Like for an aircraft carrier, they look quite large. And as you can see, they are selling their merchandise over here, patches and coins, cigar cutters. It's amazing.
Want to get everybody together?
A very interactive air show, as you can see. And I think, how you guys doing?
Good, how are you doing?
What squadron are you guys from?
VRC-40, Norfolk.
VRC-40. What type of aircraft is this?
C2 Greyhound.
C2 Greyhound. Where y'all based out of?
Out of Norfolk, Virginia.
Oh, wow. Okay, so y'all came a long way. How long was the flight?
2.5, 3 hours.
Okay, cool. Okay. How you like flying this aircraft, and what got you into flying this aircraft in the Navy?
It's incredible. It is a very challenging aircraft to fly because it's technology that was established in the 60s, rebuilt in the 80s. And I got into it because it was one of the options. We found out we get to bring people, cargo, mail, parts to and from the aircraft carrier. So that's pretty rewarding, being able to supply everybody with the things they need to succeed while they're on the way.
So as y'all see, aircraft carriers are out at sea for months at a time. So these are the backbone of the aircraft carrier. Nothing runs without this aircraft. No one gets food. No people get on or off the ship without this plane, unless you're really flying the aircraft on there. Thank you so much. What's your name?
Keith.
Nice to meet you, Keith. I'm Derek.
Nice to meet you, Derek.
You have a good day.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
I will. You too. Yo, I just got some devastating news. They said no flares from the Raptor today. They dumped them all yesterday.
Yep.
But also, do you guys want to shout your Instagrams out and YouTube channel?
Yeah. Sure. Michael J. Leslie for Instagram.
I'm Wyatt Flick Christensen, WRKC Photography, and then Wyatt Rocket 56 on YouTube.
They came all the way from Missouri to be here at this air show right here. They got some really amazing shots yesterday. I think it was the MiG-17 and the A4 right behind it,
yeah.
right? Yeah. I'm gonna have their Instagrams tagged, of course, in the description and in the top right corner. I would go follow his YouTube channel also. Amazing content, amazing photos. You will not want to miss it. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
So a little bit while I walk here, have you ever seen the show Top Guns on Hulu? It's a brand new show. I would recommend watching it. It is T-45, and basically the best of the best. They go from the T6 Texan to the A4, and they train out of this airport right here to get their fleet assignment. It's real life, none of it's fake. It's just an inside tour of how these pilots go from the A7, the T-45, I don't know why I keep wanting to say A7, the T-45 to whatever fleet assignment they want to. So F-18, F-35Cs, F-35Bs is an amazing show. They're celebrating 65 years of flight at this air show this year. So this is why this one's a very huge very special air show. Watch the show. I promise it's gonna make this, like, honestly right now, being here right now feels so surreal after seeing it on TV. I know that sounds kind of goofy, but just knowing the history and the impact that NS Meridian has on the Navy and the Marine Corps is honestly baffling. Here is the star of the show for me, which is the Aviate Harrier. This is probably the last ever Aviate Harrier demo that anyone's ever going to see. These things are going to the scrapyard after, I think in July. So this is probably the last time anyone will see the Aviate Harrier. So these are the Bulldogs, and here they are right here. They're still on their merch. They have a series of patches and coins, and we're going to talk to them about how it is flying this aircraft.
A good debut of them. That's for sure.
How are you doing?
Good.
What is your name?
It's Captain Payshon.
Nice to meet you. And you're one of the last Aviate Harrier pilots in existence. How does that feel?
It's a bittersweet moment to be the end of it. So looking forward to seeing it move on, but also sad to see it go.
Are you moving to the F-35B after this?
I am not. I'm gonna be a T-45 instructor here at Cherry or Meridian.
Nice to meet you, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you so much. I already got some merch from them. I've got 2 patches and a coin and a hat. But yeah, y'all have a great air show day. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. You as well.
Thank you.
Also didn't want to put cameras in the,
I also those.
How are you guys doing?
How are you?
And you guys fly the F-35B?
We do.
This is actually my first time seeing the F-35B.
Nice.
So, of course, I wanted to buy some stuff. I would love to get a patch and a coin. But I wanted to ask you, what's your name, call sign, and where are you based out of?
So I'm Major Belil, call sign Spectrum, based out of Beaufort, South Carolina. That's where our squadron is based out of the training squadron. One of 2 out of the Marine Corps, the other one being in Miramar, California.
What got you into the Marine Corps? Where are you from?
A lot of paperwork.
A lot of paperwork.
No, I grew up around Marines, just the nature of where I grew up. And so like, that was the dream since I was like 4. I'm literally living my dream.
And how long did it take you to get from, talking to a recruiter to actually flying?
I am a very weird case that I enlisted first.
Okay.
So I was enlisted for 10 years prior to going aviation, or like commissioning and going that pathway. Warwick here might be able to answer. How long did it take you going from a recruiter? Well, I guess not even, because you're a weird scenario too.
Not weird.
Okay, but you're not like right out of college saying you went old school.
Yeah, I in high school I interviewed and then applied to the Naval Academy. Got at the Naval Academy. Okay. Once I did that, then I selected Marine Corps out of the Naval Academy, commissioned as a Marine Corps officer. From there, from graduating college in 2017 to flying an F-35, it was about 4 years. Then entering the fleet was about 5 years. Served 3 years in the fleet, and now I've been an FRS instructor for about 6 months. Now, roughly hit my 8.5, 9 year mark.
How does it feel having a 44,000 pounds of thrust just strapped to your aircraft and also being able to hover that and control that at the same time?
I'm a little biased. I flew a Harrier too, so I was used to it. But it's a very powerful aircraft. It's a great thing to fly. There's a lot of redundancy there, so pretty safe.
All right, well, those are the T-45s. So we're going to head back to the camera. But nice to meet you. I'm Derek, by the way. And I would love to buy this patch right here and that coin right there.
FA-18 Super Hornet. are still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Look at this picture, perfect touchdown. William right there, greeted by his ground team there, working the dirt. They're going to respectfully hold that flag. And I'll tell you what, from the heavens, flag in the Navy. Here it is. Look at this thing. It's a hot rod, though. Don't think of it just as a trainer. Take a look at it. Pride in the past, faith in the future out here at NAS Meridian. Here they are. One more high-speed pass from the left. All let's see a show of hands. How many high school kids do we have out here? Hold a moment here in high school. High overhead right there to the left. Do you see it sneaking up on you? There they are. Approach, a profile taught to every aviator out here. Watch how fast they're coming in now because speed saves. So let's say right now they got hit by a big bird or something happened. They had to gain altitude. Key, way up there now, they're zooming right back down to the deck. Again, this would be an emergency style approach. They've got the speed brakes deployed. Now with that black smoke coming out the back end, you know he is on the gas pedal. Doing a nice approach right there in curve 2. How cool is that?
strike equipment system for the Marine Corps Navy. Make sure to notice the airplane pauses on all 4 sides of the square.
has flying the AVP Harrier 2 for the last 6 months.
That is so cool. Last chance, folks. Here it is from the left. angles of attack. Watch closely as the aircraft pulls into the vertical. Executes it with a 360-degree aileron at altitude and tail flip backwards. Level off and execute a medium 360-degree flat turn. Then reverse the turn in the opposite direction. All at under 3,500 feet of altitude and under complete control. direction of the aircraft's super cruise and cruise speed capability. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the high-speed. Everybody gets one. Under the command of General, or not back then he was just a colonel, Jimmy Newton. Just like that, all because of the man in the left seat, the Wildcat. He's fighting. He's a fire bomber on the extreme west coast, fighting forest fires. engineers, all because of that airplane. You see, these airplanes tell that story. Just like Donald Yost, of course, there, right there going by Cadillac. Two who flew these airplanes, the men in combat. In all honesty, is the late Grover Sassaman. You've seen the Corsair flying up there. Nobody ever talks about the mechanics who took care of the Corsair. Grover Sassaman is one of those guys. Torpedo Squadron number 8. They just kept taking off to turn the tide of the map at Midway. Here's a look at the TBM, the Bombay KNMM. Look at that gorgeous airplane as it comes by. We were able to exploit this maneuver that you're about to see right now. An AG turn. It wasn't until the F-16 arrived. Thank you. How about Toyota of Meridian? Thank you. Woodall Electric Company. Specialty Roll Products, the Riley Foundation, Super Talk, Ice Plant, Waste Pro, Cattle, PWI, Mr. and Ms. Wild, and B2X, thank you. As well as the ground electronics team here at NAS Meridian. And then Eric Tallman, who's been doing it right on the F-22 team. Today was his final show. Eric, thank you. Your Brent Kelly sends her best. And last night I went back to the hotel and I met this woman, and she told me, she said, you know, I got to meet Blue Angel number 7 last night, and if that man were a little Debbie, he'd be those Christmas cakes that they hand out. Ladies and gentlemen of Meridian, are you ready for the Blue Angels? Give it up. Give it up for the man that's better than those little Debbie Christmas cakes down there, Lieutenant Ronnie Hafeza.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron takes pleasure in performing for you this, our 5th flight demonstration of the 2026 season. I am Lieutenant Ronnie Hafeza, narrator for the Blue Angels. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have had the unique privilege of demonstrating to the American public the precision techniques of naval aviation, inspiring a culture of excellence and service to country. The maneuvers you will see demonstrated here this afternoon are coordinated tactical techniques developed by Navy and Marine Corps pilots in both peacetime training and actual combat. These maneuvers are neither stunts nor daring feats, but are refinements of basic techniques taught to every prospective naval aviator. Here in the skies over Naval Air Station Meridian, Mississippi, we will demonstrate these maneuvers at very low altitude in traditional Blue Angel formation, so you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which your Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to fly. Now, direct your attention to the ramp before you and observe the military manner in which the 6 demonstration pilots approach their aircraft and are saluted by their crew chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, Flight Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Canton, Connecticut, Captain Adam Bryan. Flight Blue Angel number 2, the right wing man from Thousand Oaks, California, Lieutenant Cam Schneider. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wing man from Geneva, Illinois, Lieutenant Chris Hubin. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Beaufort, South Carolina, Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Wilkins. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Freeport, Maine, Lieutenant Commander Connor O'Donnell. Flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Chantilly, Virginia, Major Scott Watts. As the crew chiefs assist the pilots into their jets, you're witnessing the teamwork found in all Navy and Marine Corps units. The Blue Angels take a great deal of pride in personifying the Navy and Marine Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment. For more information on our support teams and our pilots, we invite you to follow us on social media, including Facebook and Instagram. There you'll find exclusive photos and videos, as well as an in-depth look at our organization and how we operate. The Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, is the oldest performing U.S. military aviation demonstration team. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have brought naval aviation to men and women of all ages across America. We were first based at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida, flying F-6F Hellcats. We continued flying Grumman Corporation aircraft for 22 years, transitioning in late 1946 to the more powerful and faster FAF Aircat. In 1950, we transitioned to jet aircraft with the arrival of the straight-wing F-9F2 Panther. the predecessor of the swept-wing F-9FA Cougar, which we received in 1955. In 1957, the Blue Angels became equipped with high-performance aircraft with the arrival of the supersonic F-11F Tiger. In 1969, we received the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom and flew the supersonic jet until 1974 when we transitioned to the A-4 Skyhawk. In 1987, we acquired the Boeing F-18 Hornet and demonstrated its reliability over the course of 34 show seasons. We are now in our 6th year of flying the combat-proven Boeing F-18 Super Hornet. pilots and crew chiefs will now start the General Electric engines that power the F-18. The noise level will soon become too loud to hear a description of the checks they will perform. However, please note that each aircraft was carefully inspected by expert Blue Angels maintenance personnel prior to this afternoon's aerial demonstration. The Blue Angels fly the Boeing F-18 Super Hornet, a multi-mission strike fighter, versions of which have been operational throughout the fleet since 2001.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless.
Captain Ryan. Stuff 500 miles per hour. They'll perform a reversal turn and head back towards the front line. You should be able to follow their individual smoke trails as all 4 aircrafts converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation. demands placed upon naval aviators is that they secure their engines. The pilots will simultaneously exit their aircraft on signal from Captain Ryan. It has been an honor and our pleasure to perform for you here at McCain Field. This, our 5th flight demonstration of the 2026 season. Ladies and gentlemen, Flight Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Canton, Connecticut, Captain Adam Bryan. Flight Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Thousand Oaks, California, Lieutenant Cam Schneider. Flight Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Geneva, Illinois, Lieutenant Chris Hubin. Flight Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Beaufort, South Carolina, Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Wilkins. Flight Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Freeport, Maine, Lieutenant Commander Connor O'Donnell. Flight Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Chantilly, Virginia, Major Scott Lux. Ladies and gentlemen, representing your United States Navy and Marine Corps, the 2026 Blue Angels.
What a great job, everybody. Well, I sure hope you had a great time out here today. I want you to remember us in about 3 years. So I'm told, but they do it all again out here at NAS Meridian. Been a great time hanging out with you. Laura Harrells.
The Pennywise skip over to the Blue Angels.
Japanese skipping is the fastest way. It beats running. Oh God,
We got a mission. Gotta get a pamphlet. Where is he? Oh yeah, there he is. Oh shoot, he's over there. Oh, she's coming back. Oh my God, I'm even having a double. Okay, Quinn, how you doing? Thank you so much. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. Y'all had a great air show day? Everyone had a great air show day?
Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing?
Good, good.
It's great to see you
Good
again.
to see you.
I'm here with Blue Angel #1, Adam Bryan. They're flying in conditions I wouldn't even land in. The wind is 13 knots out here. How was it up there?
It was fantastic. Thanks for coming in.
It is great to see you
Good
again.
to see
You have a great one. I will
Appreciate
see y'all at Atlanta and a couple of other air shows.
Fantastic. See you later.
Bye. All right, you guys, I'm gonna end the video right here. It was great. Say your names. Shout yourselves out.
I'm Aiden.
I'm Natalia.
So she just got her sticker signed by Natalia, the Blue Angel.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got the F-18s and Blue Angels right here in front of us.
Yep.
Although a perfect end to a perfect day, I got a 5-hour drive back up to Atlanta, but I'll see you on the next one.
I got two.
You got two. Bye, y'all. Nice to meet y'all.
Bye, nice to meet you.
See you, brother. Deuces.